Guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are finally painting the GT brake calipers we picked up about a few months ago now, and I'm finally getting around to finishing this project and I'm super excited. So if you guys didn't watch the last video, what are you doing? Go watch that right here. That's where we refinished, I guess you could say, or restored the GT rotors that were pretty gnarly, and we cleaned up the calipers to get them ready for this video here, which is painting. So that one was pretty important. So if you didn't watch that one, go watch that right here. That'll get you all caught up to speed and you'll be ready to watch this go down. But look at these guys. I got them nice and crispy, all right? Look at these bad boys right here. They're not perfect, mind you. They're used. They're used calipers, so they do have some dings and scratches, but honestly, I don't think you're gonna see any of that when we slap on this coat of paint. So let's just get straight into it. Now, if you can't bear to turn this video off, which I completely understand, by the way, these are the rotors that we refinished or restored off of the GT. So you can see they're looking much better. Much better, guys. They're looking great. They do have a couple little scratches on them because they have been sitting for quite some time now. And unfortunately, stuff has been on them and off of them and blah, 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 blah. They're not perfect, but I don't need them to be perfect. I need them to look pretty decent, and that's what we're going for, is pretty decent. So hopefully this little project we're doing today will make this whole thing come together and look fantastic. At least that's what I hope. So let's hop straight into it. Like I said before, but now we're really hopping straight into it. Now, starting off here, what are we using? We are gonna be using this G2 or G1 or G1, I guess. Maybe I used G2 last time, I don't know. G1 paint kit here, which we actually used the same kind of setup on the factory brakes that we painted orange, which turned out really good, and they've been holding up awesome. So I figured, why not? Things working, let's just do it again. So today we are going to be painting with this kit here. You obviously get the paint, you get this catalyst stuff, which just basically hardens this when you mix it. So when you mix this stuff together, guys, you got one shot. When you mix this together, you have to use it all. There's no resealing this and using it again. So that's something to be aware of, but not a big deal. We're just doing these two so I can really take my time and we can hopefully make this look pretty good. So there's that. It does come with a little brush here, but the bristles on this brush tend to fall out, so I don't use it, honestly. I still have one from the last time, a nice little artist brush, so I can really get into those little details and, I don't know, paint away. And then they give you a little stir stick, so that's really it. And if you want to rep the company, you can put on their little sticker. I'm not gonna do that, but if you guys want to, go for it. Oh, sorry, they do give you some brake clean, but we've gone through and cleaned these the best that I possibly can. And I'm not gonna use this, but I'll keep it for later because it's brake clean. You know, you gotta have some brake clean. Also, you like my little wooden setup here? This is so I can keep them on a level surface. I don't even know if you guys can see that under there. Let me shoot around this side like that. I have a little like plug in where the banjo bolt will go in to hook the brake line up to. So in order to have these sit flat, I had to set them on these little two pieces of wood, but they look to be okay and they're stable enough. Okay, so let's get to painting. We're gonna have to crack this sucker open. All right, no going back now, guys. We're gonna pour in this catalyst or hardener or whatever you wanna call it. There we go, pouring it in. Oh God, no going back, boys. And then we already have everything set up to the side that we're gonna mix in. We're gonna add some green beans and we're going to add a dash of cinnamon. I don't know, I'm not a cook. I figure like this is some sort of like Martha Stewart show or something we're mixing this stuff up with. Anyways, all right, you just wanna make sure this is fully stirred. So I'm gonna stir for another maybe 23, 24 more hours and then we should be good to go. All right, here goes absolutely everything. I remember the first coat when I did this on the last car looks absolutely horrid. Now it's a little scary the first time we put a coat on because it looks like not good at all. but it will. You just gotta trust me, guys. You gotta trust me. Now on this coat, guys, you're not going for like complete coverage or anything like that. You just wanna make sure you have at least everything covered so you can have kind of like a base coat to go off of. And that's all we're doing here. All right, guys, one of them has the first coat on here, and you know, it looks a little blotchy. Obviously, it's the first coat. You're not gonna get complete coverage on the first one. So, I'm gonna move on to this one, and we'll come back to you once we're on to the second coat, and we'll see how that compares to this first one. Cross your fingers, hopefully it's better than this, because that would suck, wouldn't it? Are you guys ready to see it? Are you ready? Well, it's not done, but we got the second coat on one of them, and look at, guys, just take a look and look at it. Would you just take a look and look at it?
Hey, would you look at this?
This is the second coat on this guy here, right? And you see the first coat is still on this one. So you get dramatically more coverage, as you do with any painting application, right? One thing that I'm kind of kicking myself over, which is completely my fault, is this setup here, okay? This setup is a bit sketch, okay? It's a bit sketchy. So whatever you do, don't do what I do, okay? Not 100%. I mean, hopefully you can follow this and, you know, paint your own rotors at home or calipers and brakes and whatever else you want to do. But this is just a little sketchy. And then it was night. Yep, sun's gone down, and that means we're almost finished with this whole painting project. Thank God, huh? So, where are we right now? We're on the fourth coat. We did 4, actually is this 5? Shoot, I don't really remember. 4 or 5, I think it's 4. And the coverage is looking pretty good. So both of them are done, and well, done with the fourth coat. I let them dry for a little bit. I'm hitting them with this heat gun because it's getting a little chilly. You know, daily driven style. We always do these painting projects in the, I guess the worst, usually, painting scenario. So like, it's supposed to be like 70 degrees when you're painting, something like that, no humidity. Well, let's do it in the rain. Let's do it in 50-degree weather. That's, you know, that's what happens, it seems like to me. But whatever, we'll get it done and we'll have fun doing it. So one more coat, I think, and this is gonna be finished up. I think this one's more so just the details, and I can kind of go along in here and around this corner and finish it up. Oh, guys, we are done, officially done with painting. That was my 5th coat, and look at the coverage on these calipers now. They're still drying, so don't touch them. But look at this. Man, the gloss on these are looking really good. I might go and touch up a few little areas because I do have I got plenty of paint left, honestly. So, like I said, you could do 4 calipers with 1 can of that. But really, I don't know if I really need to. Hopefully, I got all the areas that I needed to get from where you'll see it on the car. The back side of the caliper, I didn't paint, just because you're not gonna see it anyway, honestly. And it'd be a pain in the butt to rotate them on this little contraption I'm doing, so that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect in my book, but I think it's gonna be pretty dang cool once we install it. So, guys, again, I appreciate you watching this one. This is gonna be a wrap for this video, and make sure, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because the next video, we're gonna be installing these rotors right here and the calipers on the Ecoboost sitting in the driveway, and we're gonna see what type of performance difference there is going from those base Ecoboost brakes to the GT 4-piston calipers and the larger rotors. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty significant, so at least I hope anyway. But guys, I appreciate you watching. We will catch you in the next video. Have a good one, bye!